أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Dear audience, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am going to continue and commence with a series of a few talks on the topic of Lam Yalid Walam Yulad. In Surah Al-Ikhlas, which is the 112th surah of the Kitab-e-Aziz, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala defines himself as Lam Yalid Walam Yulad, meaning he begets not and neither is he begotten, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not get any offspring and neither is he himself gets begotten. So I would like and will try to cover the references from the Kitabullah and will try to explain the reasoning, the rationale, and the logic which has been used by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to convey the message to the humanity that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is far high, far remote, pure from having any offspring or having himself being begotten. So I'm going to cover a few references from the Kitabullah, and in the today's talk I will uh, cover references from the Surah At-Tawbah, which is the ninth surah of the Kitabullah, and I will recite verse number 30 and 32 of the Surah At-Tawbah, and after that I will move to Surah Al Imran and I will recite verse number 59 and 60 of the Surah Al Imran, which is the third surah of the Kitab-e-Aziz, and seek guidance from the Kitabullah. In the verse number 30 of the Surah At-Tawbah, which is the ninth surah of the Kitabullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking about a claim of the Jews and the Christians. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ أُزَيْرٌ ابْنُ اللَّهِ وَقَالَتِ النَّصَارَى الْمَسِيحُ ابْنُ اللَّهِ. And the Jews say Ezra is the God's son, while the Christians say the Christ is God's son. ذَلِكَ قَوْلُهُمْ بِأَفْوَاهِهِمْ يُضَاهِئُونَ قَوْلَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنْ قَبْلُ. Such are the sayings which they utter with their mouths, following in spirit assertions made in earlier times by the people who denied the truth. قَاتَلَهُمُ اللَّهُ أَنَّى يُؤْفَكُونَ. May God destroy them, they deserve the imprecation. How perverted are their minds. So may Allah, in this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking about the claim of the Jews and the Christians. وَقَالَتِ الْيَهُودُ أُزَيْرٌ ابْنُ اللَّهِ, that the Jews claim that Isra, or in Arabic Uzair, is the son of the God, son of the Allah. About this statement, most of the commentators, they do believe that for this claim only the Jews of the Arabia have been accused, and وَقَالَتِ النَّصَارَى الْمَسِيحُ ابْنُ اللَّهِ, and the Christians say that Masih, Isa ibn Maryam, is the son of Allah, son of God. ذَلِكَ قَوْلُهُمْ بِأَفْوَاهِهِمْ, these words which they utter with their mouths. يُزَاهِئُونَ قَوْلَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا مِنْ قَبْلُ, they are imitating, they are following in spirit assertions made in earlier times by the people who refused the truth, who denied the truth, the kafirin. قَاتَلَهُمُ, this, most commentators believe that this is an idiomatic phrase which has been used in here, and here qatalahumullah should not be taken as a literal meaning. Rather, it is used for something that is strange and horrifying. In those circumstances, this idiomatic phrase is used. Anna yufakun, and how perverted are their minds, how far are they from the truth, how deluded they are. In the verse number 32 of the Surah At-Tawbah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, yuriduna an yutfi'u nurallahi bi afwahihim wa ya'ballahu illa an yutimma nurahu walau karihal kafirun. And with this saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that they want to extinguish God's guiding light with their utterance. But God will not allow this to pass, for He has willed to spread His light in all its fullness, however hateful this may be to all who deny the truth. Let us concentrate on this verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, yuriduna an yutfi'u nurallahi bi afwahihim. But with these utterances, with these false sayings, false claims, the reason for their false claims, they want to extinguish the spiritual guiding light of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the revealed knowledge, the truth which was revealed in Bible in its true form, and the truth which came in Torah, and the truth which we have got in unaltered form in the Quran Hakim. So with these false claims which they make, they try to extinguish the spiritual guiding light of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَيَعْبَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا أَن يُتِمَّ نُورَهُ وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْكَافِرُونَ. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has willed to spread His guiding light, His spiritual light, with all its fullness. وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْكَافِرُونَ, however hateful this may seem to the disbelievers, to the people who deny the truth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decided and willed to spread His nur, His guiding light of the revealed knowledge with its complete fullness. Now I am moving to Surah Al Imran, and I'm going to recite the verse number 59 and 60 and seek what sort of reasoning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has used to falsify the claim of the Jews and the Christians. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking in the verse 59 of the Surah Al Imran. Inna masala Isa indallahi kamasali Adama khalaqahu min turabin summa qala lahu kun fayakun. Meaning, verily in the sight of God, the nature of Jesus is as the nature of Adam, whom He created out of dust, and then said unto him, Be, and he is. Let us concentrate on this very meaningful verse of the Kitab Allah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is using reasoning and logic to falsify the claims of the Jews as well as the Christians, and for whatsoever for whom who try to make a claim about that the God has got offspring. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Inna masala Isa, indeed, verily, without doubt, the parable or the example of Isa in the Allahi, in the sight of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the sight of the God, kamasali Adam, is like that of Adam. It means Adam is standing here for the whole mankind. So in the sight of Allah, the parable or the example of the Isa ibn Maryam alayhi salam is that of Adam, means the whole mankind. Khalaqahu min turabin, like the whole rest of the mankind is created out of dust, meaning whenever a woman conceives, she eats and drinks, and all the organic and inorganic substances and elements which are needed for the development of the baby, they are derived from the land, from the dust, from the soil. So in the eyes of the Allah, in the sight of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the example of the Isa ibn Maryam is like that of the rest of the mankind. Khalaqahu min turabin, like all other babies, like all other mankind, the all the essential constituents and the elements, organic or inorganic, which are needed for the development of the baby, they are derived from the land, from the soil. So all the constituents they were derived from the land for the development of the Isa, and after that, summa qala lahu kun fayakun, and after that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said unto him, be, and he is. Whenever he makes an intention, and then it is going to happen. Nobody can stop that happening. And in the verse number 60, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Al-haqqu mir rabbika fala takum minal mumtarin, meaning, this is the truth from your sustainer, be not then among the doubters. Let us concentrate on this verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in the verse number 60 of Surah Al-Imran, Al-haqqu mir rabbika, that this is the truth from your Rabb, from your sustainer. Fala takum minal mumtarin, so do not become of those who doubt after receiving the truth. So with this, I am going to close today's talk with the message that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not begets, and neither he is begotten. He does not get any offspring, and I have tried to cover references from Surah At-Tawbah and few of the references from Surah Al-Imran, and I will continue with this topic of Lam Yalid Walam Yulad in the coming talks, and with this I am finishing today's talk with the message that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Lam Yalid Walam Yulad, and I seek Allah's forgiveness if there is any shortcoming or deficiency in the delivery of the message. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إسرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين جزاكم الله خير.